And again, another successful week for Xtreme Trader Premium Signals group on Telegram. I'm very happy to say that the group has made total of 516 pips of profit for our clients in the premium group. But as part of being very, very honest and transparent with everyone here, with our clients and with everyone else, I want to inform you, these 516 pips was the total amount that we have made from our signals, assuming that the members have actually got all of the targets. Now let me tell you something, to be honest with you. You might not actually be able to reach this amount of pips. I mean, out of these 516 pips, some members have made 200 pips, some other members have made 400, some other members maybe have made only 100. I mean, the total amount of pips in entire was 516, and now it's up to each and every client how they are using the signals, and they can get the amount of pips that we have earned. Because, for example, some members using only the take profit number 1, some of them also opening multiple trades for each signal. So there are clients who might actually have made more than 516 pips. There is actually one member we have, I can't mention his name. I have seen his trades. He's sending me the screenshots regularly, and he said that he's entering at least 5 positions for each signal that actually matches up with his own analysis, and he have made a lot of money using this style. So it's really up to every member how they are using our signals. We are never claiming that we never lose. I actually admit that we have lost some weeks, and you can refer to my YouTube videos here on this channel. I actually have announced several times that we have ended the days in loss. But however, this week I'm very happy and proud of our results. For sure, we have done an amazing job, and thankfully the signals have been very successful, and I hope we receive good messages from our clients. So of course, in the end, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today, and hopefully we will see you there. So before we start the analysis, I would like to remind everyone to please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget please to share the video. I really think that this channel is so underrated, and I believe this video should be actually more viral and to reach more people and traders as much as possible. And of course, thank you for your cooperation. So let me just tell you regarding the Euro USD. Last week I have sent some signals or actually forecasts on the midweek analysis video. Most of them have actually worked correctly. Of course, instead for the impact happened because of the core CPI news, or the consumer price index news happened last Thursday, or sorry, last Thursday. It has definitely changed the market, but eventually the market has went in the right direction again, and as you can see, many of the signals have already been triggered and went in the right direction that I have predicted. So without further ado, let me just inform you about the Euro USD forecasts. So of course, in my opinion, the Euro USD this week is going to continue the fall. If we check the daily chart, my friends, we can notice clearly that the Euro USD has performed right here a double top pattern. Not only that, if you remember from the last 2 weeks, I have been telling you that the market actually is going to actually this was actually definition from my side. The market eventually will continue the fall no matter what happens. It has to continue the fall till it reaches the previous support right here at 1.12712. And after that, we might expect from the Euro USD to continue the rise. Now, it's important to understand how this market works. We have to understand the behavior of the market once it creates these patterns. So for example, we are having right here a false breakout or a fake breakout, and we're having right here the real level of the support at exactly 1.12712. So the normal behavior of the market, once it actually makes this false breakout, the real resistance or the real support level eventually has to be retested again, or you can say revisited again. Therefore, I believe that most likely this is how the Euro USD will move this next week, and definitely is going to continue the fall till it reaches that support level to complete the pattern. And after that, as I mentioned to you, the real support level will most likely keep its position again as a support. That being said, we will be shorting the Euro USD exactly right here from the previous resistance level at 1.13753. Now, why from here? Now, let me just tell you, of course, those who have been following me for a long time, they already know the rules. This is the tail right here, and this is the bearish breakout candle from that support level. And this tail right here is the nearest one to the bearish breakout candle. That being said, we can expect from the market on daily chart to make another bullish pullback right here. And if we can see clearly on the left, we are also having here a resistance level as well. So most likely that resistance level is going to be respected again, and is going to continue the fall till it reaches that support as I have mentioned earlier. Now, of course, that all being analyzed on the daily chart. Let's now move to the 1 hour time frame. Not even the 4 hour time frame. Let's move to the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, we can see clearly the broken support level, and this was the bearish breakout candle. Now, all we need to do is look at the left side to confirm if there was a strong resistance level exactly on that same level. So we can see clearly exactly right here. We had the resistance right here, and we had the resistance right here as well, which is just 5 pips away from the current level, or from the sell level. And as we can see, it has been quite strong. Look at that. It was really a strong resistance in the past. All these things indicates that most likely this level won't be ignored, and the Euro USD eventually going to respect that level of a previous resistance. You know something? I'm really having itchy hands to lower my sell level to be exactly like that. Something tells me that this is actually a much better entry. We have to wait for the Euro USD to rise to another 20 pips. You know something? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just increase the safe zone area, and let's change the entry to be exactly right here, 1.13686, correct. That's actually better level to start shorting the Euro USD. And as we can see, yes, that was actually a better level as a resistance, but still I'm telling you, most likely the Euro USD will rise again a little bit above our entry level to reach this tail right here, and afterwards is going to continue the fall. However, I believe with the strength that the USD dollar is gaining right now, most likely the Euro USD will reverse right from that. Actually, it might actually continue the fall immediately. That's my opinion. I believe the Euro USD will continue the fall immediately at the opening of the market at Monday. But however, until then, we can't do anything but waiting for the perfect entry, and I believe this is going to be the perfect entry. That's everything for the Euro. By the way, we can expect to make approximately 98 or 97 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging for about 56 pips. That's everything for the Euro USD. Let's now check the next pair. Let's now move to the Pound USD. You can hear me, guys. I'm breathing. I know it's noticeable on the microphone. This is actually from the side effects of COVID. It has been really 7 months and I am still not recovered fully. Speaking for a long time is actually making me feel tired. That's why I'm actually taking a break after every pair I finish analyzing. So that's why you can see there's some changes in the voices or something like that, because as I told you, I'm just taking a break between each and every pair. Let me just tell you regarding the Pound USD. Actually, the Pound USD has shown actually a strong rejection from breaking out from that long-term resistance at 1.38382. We can notice that the market has created several attempts to break out from that level, and then on Friday night and for the 4-hour time frame, the market has created here a strong bearish candle. Now let me tell you something. Once you see this candle has appeared right here, usually this candle indicates for the continuation in the momentum. Now this is actually a bearish breakout candle, because if we check the 1-hour time frame, we can see clearly that we had right here a previous support level, exactly right here at 1.35681, and the market has made the strong bearish breakout from that level. Now, this is actually the pattern which I really like the most. We are having here the real level of the resistance, and we're having right here 1 and 2 false breakouts. Not only that, we are having even 3 false breakouts. Now, what is the false breakout? It is actually where you can actually assume that the market has made the bullish breakout from a resistance, and then immediately the market went down or goes down below that level of a resistance, and usually it happened with only very few candles. So there will be like a strong bullish candle, then it will be followed later with a strong bearish candle. So it will look like a tower. Actually, I have heard some of my fellow traders calling these as towers. I really don't like the term, but indeed, they look like towers. So once you see the pattern like that, usually you should know that this was a false breakout, which means that the market is gonna be respecting the real level of the resistance eventually. That being said, right now we are having here another false breakout. Therefore, we can expect from the pound USD to rise again to another 23 pips before it's gonna reach the real level of the resistance at 1.35832. That's exactly where we will start shorting the pound USD, and the target will be right here, the lowest level of the key support level at 1.35906, which means we are aiming approximately 93 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging for 54 pips only till it reaches the highest peak of the resistance at 1.36382. So I believe that's everything for the pound USD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now move to the AUD USD, which is really very similar analysis to the pound USD. It's just almost the same, with just changing the pair name. I mean, seriously, we had here a strong resistance level at 0.71805, and the pair has obviously failed to break out from that level several times. Even with the core CPI news, the market has made an attempt to bullish breakout from that level of a resistance, but eventually has failed, and again the market has been respecting the real level of the resistance exactly right here. Let me just tell you where, exactly at 0.71685. So that being said, we need now to go to the smaller time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, we can see clearly what we can call the tower or the false breakout, and here is another pattern. So we can see here the real level of the resistance. That is actually where the market has been trying hard to break out from, and we can see clearly how the market has been respected this level so many times. So when we had the breakout from that level of a resistance, the market has respected this level as a support. Indicates that this level is the real level where the market actually might be reversing at. Now, after seeing this false breakout, we can expect from the market to rise again for about 20 pips, I believe, 22? Yeah, 23 pips only, and after that the market definitely, and hopefully of course, will reverse at that level of a previous resistance. And very same level, for very same analysis to the pound USD, most likely is going to continue the fall till it reaches the lowest level of the strong key support level as 0.70544, which means we are expecting to make approximately 96 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging for about 43 pips only. Now, why here only? Why is the safe zone ranging until that level? Because we can see clearly the same setup has appeared right here, and here is the real level of the resistance, which means if the market is ever going to be able to reach this level, it's definitely going to be reversed right here before it starts the bearish reversal. Now, it's very important to mention that the edge of the safe zone, which is 0.71944, is, let me write it, is not a stop loss. It's not a stop loss. Please don't tell me that the pair has hit the stop loss, even though I'm sure there is some of the followers will think it's a stop loss and they will just write in the comments, hit stop loss, hit stop loss. My goodness, that's really irritating. It's really just annoying. I mean, when I see this comment, I just like, what are you talking about? It didn't hit the stop loss. This is not a stop loss, my friends. This is just a safe zone. The stop loss will be placed above this level of a safe zone, and I'm telling everyone that my style is always depending on the price action, which means if you have seen any bullish breakout candle has appeared right here out of the safe zone, then it means that this trade is no longer valid. Now, it's actually annoying that some people following this channel, they are not realizing that this is actually educational channel. I'm not really trying to focus on the signals or the analysis or the forecasts. My target is educational here more than sending signals. And there is a reason why I'm not sending these signals on tradingview.com or anywhere else. I'm just making a video because I want people to be aware how the analysis can be done on extreme trader style. It's really a simple way. It's just I'm trying my best to avoid any complexity in explaining these things. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible to show that Forex is beautiful, Forex is really fun and simple for everyone. I really hate using the complex terms in explaining my analysis. That's why I'm trying my best to make it really simple as much as possible. Anyway, we will be shorting the AUD USD from the level of 0.71512, and the target, as I have mentioned earlier, will be at 0.70544, aiming 96 profit from this signal. That's everything for the AUD USD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now take a look at the USD Cad. Now, USD Cad is actually telling us something very interesting. Let me just go to the 4-hour time frame and show you this. Now, look at that support level at 1.26657, exactly right here. Let me just show you exactly right here. So this is very interesting because right now on the 4-hour time frame, the pair has managed to make several attempts to break out from that support level. And if we count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 11 attempts to break out from that long-term support at 1.26657. Now this is telling us something, that if we check on the daily chart, it seems like the USD Cad is actually getting ready to continue the rise. Now we can see clearly that this level of a support was not only strong right now, but even a few weeks ago, exactly right here, we can see the market has made several attempts to break out from that level. And I want you guys to notice something right here. And if you have noticed by yourself, I will be very proud. You have 2 seconds to notice. 1, 2. Okay, perhaps you didn't. The same setup which I have been talking about since the beginning of this video has appeared. Again, we're having here the real level of the support, and again another false breakout, and the market has went all the way up again, and that level of a support has been respected. Trust me when I'm telling you, this pattern rarely fails. And most of the time actually is going to provide you with a profitable trades, and actually this is a well-known strategy used by many traders. So let me just tell you something. Right now, after this several attempts to break out from that real level of the support at 1.26657, most likely the USD Cad right now, after closing above that level of the resistance, and along with the weakness that the strength that the USD dollar is gaining right now, we can expect from the USD Cad to continue the rise, at least to reach the peak of the resistance at 1.25955. And actually it has a potential to continue the rise even higher than that, and I expect by the end of the week that the USD Cad will reach the peak of the resistance at 1.29320. So that being said, based on the daily chart, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Let's even move to the 1-hour time frame. Now on the 1-hour time frame, I want to do something interesting to confirm the entry, and I will use what we call the magic of trend lines. And of course, this is a well-known strategy on my channel. You can just go to my channel and just look up for the magic of trend lines part 1 and part 2. So the strategy is simple like that. We just draw here a support trend line, and all we need to do right now is just dragging this support trend line like that. Now, let's analyze it. I have placed my support trend line. Let me just activate it. Exactly. So I have placed my support trend line to match up this key support trend line level. And notice something. The market has actually been respecting this level every single time it has reached it. Now we can see that the false breakout happened right here. Therefore, we can expect from the USD Cad to fall under the pressure, or to make a pullback under the pressure from the resistance at 1.27485, and it actually might go down all the way. First of all, it will respect this support trend line level, and most likely it's going to continue the rise from that level. Second of all, it will actually match up with that support level right here, which has become a resistance several times. So this was actually a real level of a support, and therefore we can expect from the USD Cad to respect that level as well. Meaning we can expect from the USD Cad to fall to another 25 pips, I would say, before it start the reversal. So therefore, let me just go now back to the 4-hour time frame. So therefore, we can start buying the USD Cad at, where is it? Exactly. Let me just place it right here. So we can buy the USD Cad at 1.27093, and the safe zone will be ranging for about 45 or 44 pips only, till it reaches the lowest level of the other edge of the support, which the market has been struggling long time to break out from. Meanwhile, the target will be right here, the peak of the resistance at 1.27955, which means we are aiming about 80 to 88 pips profit from this signal. That's everything for the USD Cad. Let's now check the next pair. Let's now move to the next pair, and let's now move to the USD Jpy. Now, if we check the USD Jpy, first of all, we can notice that the pair has created right here a double top pattern. Not only that, also on the daily chart, we can see clearly that the market has created this bearish candle. For me, this candle usually indicates the bearish reversal, especially when you see it at the peak of the resistance. Once you see this candle has appeared on the resistance level, usually it indicates that the market right now is getting ready for the bearish reversal. And of course, if we see it upside down on a support level, just like here, this candle right here, usually indicates also a bullish reversal, and that is exactly what has happened right here. We can see that exactly after the appearance of this candle, the market has created the bullish reversal, which means if you see this candle like that on a resistance level, it means that the market will make a bearish reversal. If you see it like that on a support level, that is not clear. Let me just make it more clear. If you see it like that on a support level, it usually indicates that the market is getting ready for the bullish reversal. And actually this has happened several times. I don't have much time to show you, but we can see it right here as well. After the appearance of this candle, the market has went down all the way to that support level. And again, we can see it right here as well. I think, yeah, I showed this before right now. Yeah, I think this is the same one we just have seen right now. Let's just zoom out so we can see clearly. We don't really have much time for this, guys. We can see it clearly right here as well. After its appearance on the resistance, the market has resumed the fall. We can see it also right here. Look at that. This is the green candle. Once it has appeared on the support level, the market has went all the way up to that level of the resistance, and so on. So this candle actually pushes me to believe that the market is getting ready right now for the bearish reversal or to fall. That being said, after confirming the direction on the daily chart, moving to the 4-hour time frame, now we can see clearly that we had right here a previous support level, and here is the strong bearish breakout candle. Now, I am going to ignore these levels of resistance. Why? Because I believe strongly that the USD Jpy eventually going to continue the rise till it reaches the nearest tail to the bearish breakout candle. From my experience with the USD Jpy, this is how it has been happening almost all the time. The pair has always respected the nearest tail to the bearish breakout candle before it finally reversed. That being said, I believe passively that the USD Jpy will continue to fall after it rises to another, I would say about 30 pips. That being said, we can start short the USD Jpy at 115.773, and the safe zone will be ranging till the peak of the highest level of the resistance at 45 pips only. Meanwhile, the target will be aiming the nearest strong key resistance level right here after about 100 pips at 114.764. That's everything for the USD Jpy. Let's now check the next pair. Let's now take a look at the USD CHF. Now USD CHF is getting closer right now to a good level to start the buy, to longing the pair. We have to wait for the pair to fall to another 23 pips before we can start longing it. Now let me just tell you, on the daily chart, we can see clearly that right here we had the support. Let me just delete it and show to you exactly how did I get this supported trend line. So we can see, actually, let me tell you something. USD CHF right now is in its ugliest shape ever. Like, really, what the hell is this? I personally look at it and it's just killing my sight. I don't know, it's just killing my vision. I don't feel comfortable at all looking at this it's just really ugly pair. I really don't like it at all. I hate even analyzing it. Let me tell you something. The part that I hate the most about the weekly analysis video is always the USD CHF. I just really want to get over with it and just move to the gold. That being said, I really don't want to explain anything about the USD CHF. It's just so nasty. It's just so ugly. These movements right here is not safe at all. Let me just tell you something. I'm expecting from the USD CHF to continue the rise just like that. We're having right here the support trend line, and I believe the USD CHF eventually going to reach this level, and after that it's gonna continue the rise till it reaches the peak of the resistance as 0.93255. Now, of course, there is another way to draw the supported trend line, which is exactly like that. You just need to mark the highest level, even on a resistance level, just like that, and then just drag this line all the way and mark the nearest strong key support level randomly, and trust me, wherever you point it, it will show you a good entry. So I have placed the resistance trend line we have just drawn right here. I just dragged it all the way and match it up with that support trend line right here. Now check this perfection. We can see that this support trend line was previously also a support trend line as well. It was also a resistance trend line, another support trend line, and right now we are waiting for the USD CHF to fall all the way, reaching the same level of the support trend line, and I'm hoping for this level to be respected again. Now, someone might tell me, but Salah, what you did now is just simply cloning your resistance trend line from this lower high to this higher high. How about if I draw it, for example, from another level? Let me just tell you, for example, Salah, I draw it like this. So I draw my support trend line based on these two lower low and higher low. I will tell you, still it works. Let me show you. All you need to do right now again is just drag the support trend line and match it up with a strong key support level. Look at that. This is the strong key support trend line, and we can see clearly it became a resistance trend line. And right now we can also wait for this pair to reach the same level of where we actually have been expecting the pair to fall to based on the first trend line. So they are all working well. They are all pointing to the same entry. So don't be afraid. Always these trend lines can confirm the correct entry for you. Actually, I actually have an itchy hand to make another video about the magic of trend lines, since I know that video is old, actually more than 2 years ago, and most of you guys haven't watched it or not even willing to watch it. I don't know, but I'm planning actually to make a new version of it, and I believe I will do it very soon. So that being said, we are planning to start buying the USD CHF from the level of 0.92187 and the peak of the resistance right here at 0.93255, aiming 107 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging for only 40 pips only till the lowest level of the strong key support level. Why right here? Because if the market has ever been able to break out from that level of a support, then it has no chance for the rise again. It's gonna just continue the fall, because right here was the strongest key support level, and we don't have any other strong key support level to rely on. Finally, that's everything for the USD CHF. Let's now move to the gold. So let me just tell you now, regarding the gold is highly infected and impacted by the news about the potential war between Russia and Ukraine. And just yesterday, Biden has announced that he believes that that Russia will invade Ukraine in this week. Now, maybe it's just unrealistic option, but Putin himself said that he's really willing to invade Ukraine, and he has already issued the order to the Russian military. So that being said, the gold will continue to rise, and the oil prices, of course, might increase by 40%. This news will be badly impacted in the market. I believe the gold will always and forever be the safest option for the investors. So that's why, most likely from fundamental view, the gold will continue the rise. it has a potential to reach the resistance at 1876 and even higher than that. It actually have the potential to reach the resistance at 1916 if in case Putin himself has indeed confirmed the war or has declared the war physically. If any military action happened between Russia and Ukraine, I'm sure that the gold prices will jump like crazy. Now let me tell you something. The gold might continue to rise, but however, we have to wait for the perfect moment to start buying the gold. Until there are something new about the potential war between Russia and Ukraine, we can't really decide what will going to happen with the gold. The gold, in my opinion, at the opening of the market on Monday, will be ranging right here on that level of the resistance. I mean, definitely, it's going to be ranging above that level of the resistance at 1844. It's going to be ranging above that level. But however, it's actually waiting for some news or some confirmations from the leaders to confirm if there is a war going to be declared before the move, before the gold is going to make the final move to either continue the rise, or if, for example, they have announced that the war will be stopped, or there will be some negotiations or something like that, something to calm down the heat in that area or that part of the world, then most likely the gold will continue the fall. This analysis right here, I have set to start buying the gold from 1844, as in my opinion, it's the lowest level that the gold can fall to. But please don't ever place the buy order unless you've seen some news about the gold. Guys, please listen to my words. Please don't just take the screenshot from this analysis and just place it somewhere and place your buy order based on that. Please don't do that. I'm begging you. Please be careful. Please be aware for the words I'm saying. You have to wait for the news about Russia and Ukraine before you start buying the gold. You have to. You have no other option. Buying the gold immediately once it reaches this level without hearing the news is pure gambling, and you actually might lose your funds. I'm telling you right now, you might actually put your money, your funds in a huge risk. We have to wait, my friends, for any confirmation, for any price action or some confirmation, fundamental confirmation or news to start buying the gold. The analysis for the gold this week is different from any other time because it's fully relying on the fundamentals. All I did was placing the buy order exactly at the strong key support levels that we're having right now on the gold, and we can see clearly that the gold has been facing this resistance level for actually a long time. Actually, it has been facing this resistance since February 2021, and finally the gold has made the strongest bullish breakout from that resistance level. So therefore, please be extra careful. We have to wait for the gold to fall to another 140 pips before we can consider buying it, based of course on the news. Of course, in the end, I really hope the war won't be declared. I hope Russian and Ukraine people will always be safe, and hopefully the war will be cancelled, and really hoping for peace and between these two nations. So, and again, if you guys have made any profits from these forecasts, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and of course share this video and let the channel go viral as much as possible. So in the end, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.